in Buffalo, we're celebrating seasonal recipes and local agriculture with Farm to Fork Fridays. And later, Evolve Buffalo is here with a wellness event that will have you feeling refreshed after this long weekend. It's all coming up right now on Daytime Buffalo.
Gotcha.
Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to Daytime Buffalo. I'm your host, Chelsea Lavelle. Well, we're kicking things off today by focusing on how you can incorporate fresh foods from local farms to your fork. And I'm joined now by Patty Green from our sponsors at Farm to Fork to help spread that message. Welcome, Patty. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Of course. Tell us a little bit about Farm to Fork Fridays and what inspired you to start the series.
Well, I'm super excited about Farm to Fork Fridays with you on Channel 4. I have been doing Farm to Fork Fridays on Town Square Media on the radio, and the whole inspiration was to actually educate people to eat in season. So each week I highlight a fresh fruit or vegetable or several and teach people how to prepare them, how to store them, how to cook with them, etc.
And that actually led you to writing your own cookbook and wellness guide, right?
Well, I work with Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, and I was a recipient of the Blue Fund. And I was commissioned to actually write this cookbook. And it talks about all of the agricultural assets. We interview local chefs, local farmers. We have QR codes where people can take a visit to a farm. So that cookbook will be released in August.
Okay, exciting. We're going to stay tuned for that. Let's talk about the sort of educational programs that you actually have been leading.
Well, I'll tell you, in 2020, when COVID hit, I was on the board of the Police Athletic League.
Okay.
And so the mayor was our chief executive officer and said, listen, we've got 5,000 kids signed up for in-person sports. We need virtual programming. And I'm like, well, what does virtual programming mean? I had no clue about Teams or Zoom. They're like, oh, you point a computer and you teach people.
Okay.
So I said, let me do a cooking class. So I had 85 kids, and the police department, fire department, truckers got involved in delivering all the food to all the families. And then it caught the attention of a national healthcare company. And through COVID for 2 years, I taught, along with some of my friends, over 300 to 500 families between here and Syracuse.
That's amazing.
And I just saw that a lot of people just don't know how to cook anymore because there's no home ec.
Yeah. There's a lot of life skills that we're missing, and talking about food and fresh food and the importance of nutrition is such a great topic. And I know that raising awareness for food equity in our community is something that's important and something that you're actively working to help.
I really am. I just feel that there's a need of just like nutrition education. People need to know how to cook. People need to know what's in season because that can lead to a lot of health benefits. So we are actually going to be creating a 12-module class to teach those in the community how to go out into the community to teach nutrition education and cooking classes. And that's going to start in September.
Very exciting. You've got tons of stuff coming up, which is really exciting.
I'm so excited.
What are some of the topics that we'll be focusing on and discussing each week with this segment?
Well, we're going to talk about, obviously, what's in season.
Yes.
How to prepare it, how to store it. We might take a visit to a farmer. So in season, like let's say we go to visit a bee farmer, then I'll teach you what to do with different types of recipes with honey.
Okay.
Or we'll learn how to use different types of kitchen gadgets. So I'll bring in some gadgets and we'll learn how to use this. Do you know what this is?
No.
Really?
Is it a melon scooper?
It is. It's a melon baller.
Okay.
I knew that you knew. And a cookie cutter.
I was like, I don't think I've ever used one of those, but I think I know how to use it.
No, I know you do. I know you do. But it's going to be fun. It's really just exploring our area and all the food assets that we have and tasting different types of dishes and, making cooking easy and fun.
Yes. And creating a community with it, because I know that you also have your recipe club that our viewers can join right now, right?
I do. If they want to join, they can just go to farmtoforkfridays.com, which is very easy, and sign up. It's free. And then in the fall, what we'll do is start doing some virtual cooking classes and other things to get people acquainted with cooking.
Love it. Love to see it. Okay. Now let's just get into kind of your overall mission with Farm to Fork. And what you're trying to accomplish. What's the message you want people and our viewers to take away?
I think at the end of the day, I want people to be healthy.
Yeah.
I have suffered my whole life with food allergies, food sensitivities.
Okay.
And I've had to heal myself. When a doctor said, you can sign a waiver and take this shot or heal yourself, I went to food, and food is medicine.
Yeah.
So if I can teach other people that, eating in season can help, staying away from a lot of processed foods, but enjoying still. I really believe in, sort of an even
A balance.
a balance, exactly. So I just want people to just be more educated. That's it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're making it fun. What have you brought in for us today? Let's see if we can scoop something together.
Okay, this is so easy. It's
Okay.
like so basic. This is not my norm, but for last minute 4th of July recipes, I mean, you could actually open up your cupboard and put something together very simply with a melon baller. You can just scoop out balls of melon and make a
Okay.
fruit cup.
This watermelon.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
So you can skewer that. You can
Nice.
skewer that with a berry. You can get a dip. I love shortcuts.
Yes.
So you can just go to one of your area markets and get cannoli cream. You can get pudding. You can get shortcake. You can get a lot of shortcuts and then make it seem as though you are like the cook extraordinaire.
That's right.
Look what you just did.
Like, we went above and beyond.
Oh my God, I can't
all
believe
in
it.
30 seconds.
I love it.
I love it. Alrighty, where can our viewers go to connect with you, join the recipe club, and find more about your cookbook?
What they can do is visit me at Patty@farmtoforkfridays.com.
Alrighty, thank you so much for coming in, Patty. I'm
Thank
looking
you.
forward to more segments with you.
can't wait.
Viewers, if you'd like to join the free recipe club or learn more about our sponsors at Farm to Fork Friday, you can visit their website or send an email to patty@farmtoforkfridays.com with questions. Thanks again for coming in.
Thank you.